Hello, that's me again, and today I want to talk the topics about the pros and cons in Vietnam and what is the living is happen here. And as a Vietnamese pupil, I was born in Vietnam and I living here more than 20 years, so I really understand what is the happen in Vietnam, and I will talk that with you, and you can to uh, maybe you can to get some review and comment in the below. So the first I want to mention about I didn't go abroad, and so I don't try to compare with other country life, and I don't compare between Vietnam with other nation in the world, but I just say with you about everything in Vietnam happening. um, the pros is I think is the economies, because in 20 years ago we developed very quick, and about 7% per year. So that's a reason why we make the nation become change day by day, and we make them become suitable and the best life for every pupil. The And if you are the entrepreneurs or the businessman, you can to consider about invest something in Vietnam, because we open our border, we get some the foreigners and policies, so that easily to invest in Vietnam. And we are Vietnamese people, and Vietnamese government really have and support you to invest here. And that's the reason why many foreigner and the international company choose Vietnam with the maybe the good destination to invest. The second thing is people. The people is very friendly. They hardworking. They smart, and they get some ambitious to go forward. Um, you know, uh, if you are the black man, or you come from the different country, you get different culture, and if you went here, you realize there is no racist in Vietnam, and so you can to go out and make friends with everyone, and no one judge you, and no one try to talk some bad thing about you. Yeah, we always want to make friends and get smile with each other. We hard working, we respect and appreciate the peace, because Vietnamese people serve many war in history, and we know the value of peace, and we try to protect, and we try to give them. The third is the Vietnamese cuisines. You know, Vietnamese cuisine is very special and amazing. Um, I had some friend who came from U.S. He says me he love Vietnamese food, and we try to travel Vietnam to only guess have a street food and eat the food in here. I don't know why because but I grew up with Vietnamese foods, Vietnam cuisine, and I don't know the different taste, different country taste, but they said we have a many diversity taste in our foods, and in some way you can to try some very significant food significant dish in Vietnam, such as phở, bún chả, and something like that. So you realize that we combine between the very heavy vegetable in our foods, and we use the fresh ingredients, and uh, you know you use very special fish sauce in for the seasoning. That is make taste more different ours cuisines, and the first is okay, I forgot something right now. The landscape, oh yeah, the sceneries in Vietnam is amazing and beautiful because we have many place for traveling from the north and the south. You can to get many traffics, and uh, many where you can to go travel. um, because we have a lot of remote mountain in the north area. Up there we have some minority or ethnic group stay there, and you can to enjoy, and you can to learn from some the different culture in there. And and the next you go back in the later, you go to some the visit some the city in the river data. At there you can just enjoy, and you can to um, you must understand more Vietnamese people. And we have a very diversity culture in around Vietnam, because there are 54 minority group in Vietnam, and so we respect the other culture, and we try to protect them. And at the fifth, oh man, I maybe the safety use if you stay in the U.S. or the anywhere you serve, and you get some the dangerous in your life, maybe as you scared about someone can to shoot you with the gun. And maybe that's never happened in Vietnam because the government didn't allow for the people using the gun and the weapon, and very safety in Vietnam. And someone says we can to go out the midnight or go overnight very safety than other country. And if you stay in somewhere, maybe the US, you never go out in the night because very dangerous for you. um, um, I think the next is oh, that is that's true, but now I want to talk about the cons in Vietnam, because the con is you see the because Vietnam is a communism country, and so that's easy to understand. There are many corruption in my country, and the communism system that is allow for any one parties, and we they need our country, and they maybe prepare and they set the government staff, and you know, the corruption is very popular in Vietnam. So but it's not too much, and you the nowadays we become better. In the past, we prevent the corruption. We has the Vu Trọng president who try to stop and try to arrest some government high position who corruption and who take a lot of money, and we arrest them in the prisons, and maybe I hope we improve this situation. But that is the most trouble in Vietnam. um, and the second thing is, you know, pollution. Yeah, the pollution is because when we open our country and we invite and make some standard for the FDE or international company, and that's the reason why we open our environment standards. We has very no standards for protecting the environment, and some of them prefer that, and now we receive the consequence. We have air pollution, the water air pollution, and maybe if you go to the hospital, you can see the many patient who gets the disease from the air, lung, or many people get cancer, and that is terrible. But the government try to supply the healthcare system, and but that is not enough for everyone. And if you get cancer, you maybe pay for your whole saving money. Yeah, and maybe the Vietnamese people nowadays, we realize that, and we be careful in the eating the foods, and we using the water, and but you should use the mask when you go out, or you try to go some crowd that is make hurt your body. And the third is, I want to warning all of you the sanitation. Sanitation is Vietnam is quite terrible, because we are nearby the China, and we import the very cheap price from the China, and it's maybe it's not hygiene, and it's enough sanitation. And maybe you walk through the street, and you saw and witness many restaurants, local restaurants. You see they use some very dusty machine, dusty the tool, and some of them is they don't clean enough for their stuff, and maybe you see the chef, you use directly their hands on the food, and that is quite make me feel fear to eat their food. And as a Vietnamese people, I try to go next go out to have it dinner, yeah, and maybe you should try to cook the food by yourself. um the next table is maybe the traffic. Oh, yeah, that is very famous in the world, because traffic is terrible, because we have many individual vehicle, the motorbikes, the car. We don't have enough the public transportation, but if you go to the rush hour, uh, you realize the many traffic jam. You get many maybe it's terrible, and you try, and I try to go later or earlier in the rush hour. And maybe Vietnamese government try to invest the the traffic system, the skyline, the more bigger roads, more highway, or in the next years we have the major system, and I hope you can choose the handles chopper, and but everything in the wedding. And if you travel and stay here, you need to feel my saying. Okay, today I that's enough for my sharing, and I hope I can to make some comment from you. And because I'm trying to practice my English, and I don't try to point of view everything in here. And if I have some mistake in my grammar or vocabulary, you can to help me, um, let me know, and support me to I keep this practicing, and see you next time.